Hello everybody, Mark here, and today is day one of the £25 Tesco challenge. Now, I've got a good feeling about this one because the amount of stuff I managed to buy, because they got some really good shop brand, basic, run-of-the-mill foods in there, let me tell you, and they're real cheap, so you can, I think I can do better than the Asda. The Asda one, definitely better than the farm foods. So each challenge seems to be getting better. Anyway, with the Asda I did 12 dinners. I think I can do better. And anyway, within this episode, I'm going to be starting and stopping with the pause button because I'm having some fun with that. It's really handy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Now, what I've done, see, do the usual thing. I've itemised everything back there. I've got some pork chops. Count them up, divide them up, how much it costs. Give you a price. I've opened up the bag. I've got some nuggets. Won't be in today's dinner, but I've got some nuggets. Opened them up, counted 20, divided that by how much? Slightly, I think it was 97 pence or something, 79p. Give you a price. So just like before, I'm going to be itemising everything on that whiteboard over there. And I've done the same with the potatoes, the carrots. I've bought a load of 6 bags of veg, equaling 5 different vegetables. Let's see, runner beans, regular peas, broccoli, cauliflower, sweet corn. I think that's it. Anyway, I've split those. So I got six of those bags, divided them into 11 portions. So I've got 11 freezer bags, each looking something like this. There you go. So each time I pull one out of the freezer, they'll all be exactly the same, and they will work out exactly the same price. And on top of that, I'm going to be putting carrots and potatoes. Now, what I've done, I want to get these in the oven now. So, what I've done, I've taken a big potato. I'm going to pan down. There you go. I've taken a big potato, cut it up into chunks, put a big chunk of lard in there, and that'll melt. Every 10 minutes or so, I'll start moving them around, getting them covered, and yeah, and that's that. Actually, I'll put that back in. Okay, and also what I've done is I'm getting a pan of water boiling over here on the stove. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the carrots in the water, boil them for about 5, 6, 7 minutes or whatever. Then throw the rest of the vegetables in. They will cook. I'll have them on the side, and when the time comes, I'll just reheat them in the microwave. Okay, so it's going to be pork chops, veg, potatoes, carrots, and the usual gravy. Anyway, later on in this video, I'm going to be, like I say, I'll total it all up and give an exact price. Okay, anyway, I'm going to pause there, and I'll let you know what's going on when I get a bit of progress. Okay. Now, so far, we've got the potatoes, which I've got here. There we are. They've been in the oven for, I don't know, half an hour. Every 10 minutes I go in and mix them all around. I forgot to part cook them in the microwave, so I took them out of the oven after about 5 minutes, cooked them in the microwave for 5, put them back in, replaced the oil, because the oil got mixed up with all the juices and water from the potato. Anyway, I've put some more oil in there, and as you can see, I've been turning them over. I might just put a little bit. What I'm using is some of this stuff. There we are, some fry light. There we go. I'm gonna give this another spray. There you go. I don't know how much I'm supposed to use on this, but I've not exactly been stingy with it. Okay. Anyway, so that's the thing. It's probably got a few more sessions to go in the oven. There we go. So that's that. And also, I finished cooking the veg. There you go. There's carrots. They take ages to cook from raw. Oh, geez, I think next time I'll buy frozen. Anyway, the usual veg in there. They're all done. Because the trick is to prepare stuff and then just leave it. You know, if you try and time the meat and the potatoes and the veg, you've got 2 different veg times here. It's all hell. So cook the veg, put it to one side. I've got the potatoes. When they're done, I'll be putting those one to one side with the vegetables here. Then it's a case of cooking the pork chops. They're going to take about 15 minutes or so. Okay, so yeah. Oh, and of course I've got the gravy, the water over there from the vegetables for the gravy. Okay, and that's that. So, okay, when I get some more updates, I'll let you know what's going on. Right then, the next step is to put the pork chops. I've got 2 pork chops. There's 8 in a packet for £5, and I'll show you the figures of that in a moment. So what I'm going to put 2 in the convection oven today, which I'm going to have with the potatoes, with the veg, with the gravy, with everything. Now, I don't actually know what heat to put them on, but I've put them on 180. And I figure I'll probably, anyway, I'll put them in for there 15 minutes and then see what else, if it needs any more time. Okay, so what I've done, like I say, like before with all the other challenges, I've opened up everything. I've opened up the carrots, counted them, divided them by the cost. Same with potatoes. There's some stuff. There's some garlic and herb chicken steaks. There's some fish in batter. I've divided all those up. Anyway, so I'm going to, as usual, give you the exact figure. Now, what I've done, I've actually bought a 2.5 kilo bag of potatoes. But what the mistake I made the last time with the Asda, I bought 2.5 kilos, and I got through one bag, and then I got through half of the second before it actually reached its use-by date. So what I decided to do, not the most economical way to do it, but what I decided to do was to buy one bag and then 2 really huge potatoes, which the 2 huge pretty much cost the same price as the bloody 2.5 kilo, right? So it would have been better just to buy the 2 kilos and an extra bag and then throw them away or something. Anyway, so that's why the potato is a slightly different costing, right? Because this is one huge potato and you get 2 of them for about £1.23. Okay, so that makes the potato that is roasting cost 62p. Carrots, they're 4p a carrot. I got 2 bags of them with 47p each. I counted them. There's 24 carrots, and so that works 4p each. I got 2 of them, and that makes 8p. There we go. The veg that you saw, that was what that was. I got a bag of sweet corn. I got a bag of sliced green beans. And in fact these are all Tesco. In fact this one is Tesco Extra Value, whereas the other ones are just Tesco brand. Tesco Value peas, they were 80p for 900 grams, believe it or not. 80p, which is actually the cheapest of all these veg. I wonder if I should have got an extra bag. Anyway, cauliflower. Jesus, I can't get used to the back was like this. Anyway, cauliflower. And I got 2 bags of broccoli, because what I didn't want to do is, like the last challenge, I actually ran out of veg after 6 days. Okay, so what I did, I bought an extra bag, and I divided those 6 bags. There's 5 veg. There's 6 bags of it. I divided them into 11 portions. So 11 dinners are going to have this big plate of veg in there, like that. Okay, so it's going to be sizable, and that's a lot. I mean, all that green, everything green in there costs 55p. Anyway, but and the carrots cost 8. Yes, so that's what I did. I divided it into 11 equal bags. So 11 dinners are going to have the veg. I counted up the everything else. So what we've got, carrots, 2 of them for that, totaling 8 pence in there. If the vegetables start to look a bit old, then I might have to start putting 3 or 4 carrots together and extra potatoes together just to get rid of them. Okay, so the green veg 55, pork chops, they work out at 62p each. There was 8 of them for £5. It was a bit of an extravagance, but I wanted those pork chops. Actually, in the grand scheme of things, it was the cheapest way to buy pork. I could have bought a pork joint. That wouldn't have been so economical, but anyway. Pork chops, 8 of them, that's 62p each. I'm using 2 for today's dinner, so it's £1.24. So, in a moment, when you see it all together, oh man, I can't, I will tell you what, I'm moving this to the right, but I'm looking at it, I'm on the left side of the screen. I know I've mentioned that before, but it really is, Anyway, as long as we've got the colour sorted, that's fine. But today's dinner, there we are, £2.49 is the first of the Tesco £25 challenge. And I reckon I'm going to do more than the Asda. The Asda already 12 days, or 12 dinners. I'm going to do more than that, I'm certain of it. Anyway, so the starting, the level has been, I don't know what I'm going at there with the analogy, but the bar has been set at £2.49. I'm going to be doing some big adult-sized dinners, as you've seen before in the other challenges. And yeah, I'm going to see if I can do better than that to bring the average down. Okay, right, stand by. The pork chops are working in the convection. The potatoes are almost done, so I'll show you what's what in a few minutes. All right. Okay then, and the last stage of the cookery process is I've taken the pork chops out of the convection oven. I've taken the fat off. I've cut them into strips, put them back in to cook some more, and then when they were good and done, I cut them into little cubes. Okay, because basically I want to be able to eat it with a spoon, because I'll be eating some of it in front of the camera here, so knife and fork won't really work. So I've cut them up already, tiny pieces. I've put them with the potatoes and the veg and the carrots and all that lot. That's in the microwave reheating. I've got the water coming to the boil. This is the water that I used for the vegetables. And I've already measured out the gravy granules. There's 4 teaspoons. And I'm going to put half a pint of water with it. Now, the microwave's only going to be a few seconds. Those of you who watched last night's last night's video, which involved me setting fire to a box of breakfast cereal, you'll be happy to know I've learnt my lesson, and there is nothing laying on the cooker now. The cooker is completely clear. I've put everything away. I've moved it aside, so there's nothing. Even accidentally, you know, if I accidentally hit the buttons again, at least if it does heat up, it won't be setting fire or anything. Okay, so here we go. Now that's the meat, all the veg. Now what I'm going to do now is just make the gravy. Where's the half a pint? There, I'm going to put slightly more than half a pint, because I don't want it to be too thick. Yeah. Mind you, using the water from the vegetables I think helps thicken it up. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I've taken the pork chop and I've cut it into small pieces like that, you know, stuff that can be done with a spoon. And I think the gravy's about done. There. There we are. Now, I'm going to pan down slightly. There we are. So if I show you a good... There we are. So we've got all the potatoes, the carrots, 5 different types of green vegetables here. Pork chop over there. There we are. Now, what I'll do, I'll reiterate the details of the... I mean, for you that will only be in a few moments, like literally a minute or two ago, but for me it's like an hour. But I'll show you again. There we are. Potato, carrots, vegetables, pork chop, totaling £2.49, which is 2.5. Let's compare it to fast food burgers, just for you know, for comparison. And this dinner is costing 2.5 cheeseburgers down at McDonald's. So I mean, which would you rather have? 2.5 cheeseburgers or this? Let me tell you, I know what I'd like. Okay, I don't know whether I don't usually put salt on my dinners. So I figure I'll taste it. I think I might actually. Might put some salt on here. There you are. These potatoes are good. If you've been watching the series of challenges, what I do, you'll have known that I don't peel the potatoes. 1, I can't really be bothered, and 2, you've got fibre in the potato skins, and 3, what was it I thought of it? Yeah, for every sort of, you know, 10 potatoes that you peel, you're actually throwing the equivalent of 1 potato away. So that's why I don't peel them, and they actually, it makes them taste different also. I think it improves the flavour of the potatoes. You know. Anyway, I've got the veg, which will be pretty much the same thing every day. Is broccoli, cauliflower, peas, runner beans, and sweet corn. There should be sweet. That's strange. I don't see any sweet corn in this. Oh. Anyway, they're strange, because I had 11 bags all you know, lined up over here, and I was putting you know, half a cup and, you know, measurements in each of them. I must have missed one with the sweet corn. This is the one bag that doesn't have sweet corn. Anyway, the rest of them will. Okay. So there you have it. That is how you have a whopping 5 vegetable dinner. Actually, that's 5 vegetables, not including the carrots and the potatoes. So 7, and 2 pork chops. Okay, so yeah, there you go. You know, there's 2 pork chops at 62p each. So, anyway, that's long enough for this video, I think. £2.49, that's the level that I'm going to be, hopefully not going above that, but I'll be going lower, showing you how to make some very big dinners on economy. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and what I'll do, I'll put a subscribe logo along here somewhere, and I'll put a couple of links to a couple of other videos. Please consider flicking onto those. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.